Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius July 10, 2022. As the forward-thinking person that you are not in the habit of talking without saying anything constructive. Sometimes some people even suspect you or accuse you of having nothing to say. When you are just being patient, they say that you are ignorant. When you are just demonstrating your tolerance, they say that you are indifferent. Today, it's time for those people to learn the real truth about you and understand just how much you have to say about the world. Relationships with those closest to you, particularly close friends and love partners, should be enhanced today by an increased understanding of their emotional world. You're likely to identify even more strongly than usual with the feelings of others, and this could provide inspiration for artistic activities of some kind. This is also a great day to go out with your friends. Consider attending a concert, play or sports event. New ideas for increasing your income, particularly if they involve extra work, could suddenly seem vague and uncertain today. Doubts and insecurities could sabotage the plans you were so ready for yesterday. Don't let this happen. Talk to others and judge what's workable and what isn't, then concentrate on the former and move on ahead. You don't want to miss out on some good opportunities. Today may be one of your last chances to actually say what you wish to say about a certain situation. Take advantage of the opportunities you have now to get your words out. Your thoughts are apt to be quite progressive, so use this forward-thinking attitude to break new ground in whatever project you are involved in. You will be rewarded accordingly for your efforts. Not everything in your private life is running as well as you would like. Friends and family have their own wishes and goals and are not bound to show consideration to you. Even though it's tough, accept that some situations will not run according to plan. Try to change your perspective and understand others' points of view. This is the best strategy at present. Get ready for some fresh new people without their ideas just what you're looking for. They might not be comfortable with your language, so make them welcome by learning theirs. If you are longing for love and the feeling of security this brings, don't always pursue it with such vigor or be overly concerned if a love you want isn't always available. You can get what you want by taking your time, being a little more relaxed and calm. A brand new outlook brings with it the promise of success. Expect an added boost to your physical energy today. It's an excellent day to clean out closets, storage rooms and the like. Furthermore, some exercise such as yoga or walking will be most enjoyable for you. It can also prove to be well worth your while to sit down and take a look at your goals. Are you where you want to be at this stage of your life, or are there changes that need to be made? Give both your brain and body a good day's exercise. Your heart may not be into working today. Whenever there is a vibration happening, home is more apt to be the place that you feel most drawn to. If this is a day off, be sure to take the time you want to just hang out and enjoy this environment. Just being there can make you feel stronger and rejuvenated, as it is your space and the one place you can be yourself. Even if you have to work, just plan on spending the evening at home tonight. There is a stronger connectedness to dreams and fantasies today, but you may need to adjust your way of thinking in order to link up to it. Pick a path that includes a few steps on the sunnier side of the street. See things in a positive light instead of keeping all of your focus on the doom and gloom of every situation. Communicate your thoughts to others and think about how you can promote harmony in your own inner circle. In a case of perfect timing, the moon is not only in your career sector as the sun moves into his final 2 weeks in your work sector, but they form a friendly aspect today. This will ensure your professional instincts and imagination are fueled while the solar spotlight is not only on your work situation and job matters but on the path ahead. With the sun and moon in harmony, this is also a chance to look to the future with confidence, including when it comes to a growing need to pace yourself and to make work-life balance a priority. With Mercury, the planet of communication, just 11 and the Sun just 14 days away from your relationship sector, the first planetary activity in nearly a year is just around the corner. The key to preparing is working with the planets in your communication sector while continuing to unpack the messages behind any emotional responses the moon's recent visit to your relationship sector evoked. Our eyes in the sky. Today is the third time Mercury and Neptune have squared off over the past few months. The first time was on May 22nd, setting the tone and the tension for Mercury's retrograde that started on May 29th. The second time these two planets squared off was on June 5th, during the height of Mercury's retrograde. Paranoia, anxiety, and uncertainty could heighten. Mercury is in its post-retrograde shadow until tomorrow, so it's important to realize that we may not hear or understand the whole truth of some situations. This is a very sensitive astrological aspect, which could make people assume the worst. Depression and friction could rise, and the chance of projection is high, so be careful not to soak up other people's sentiments. Be kind and compassionate, and don't take your bad moods out on others. If people come at you with drama, you can opt to disengage. Take care of yourself and put your needs first. Tonight, Venus in Leo opposes Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. This could make us feel insecure, as though others are ignoring us. Don't worry about what people are doing and feeling. Only focus on how you're feeling. Give yourself an emotional lift by implementing self-care in your routine to help you feel better. If you are awake before the sun, treat yourself like royalty by staying in your cozy bed. Or if you're up early, treat yourself to an elaborate breakfast, ideally made by someone else. There's an early morning Moon-Jupiter opposition that can transmit good feelings and the desire to be super generous and kind, but the more nice gestures you make, the more attention you get, which is something that you probably won't want during this aspect. You like doing things for others now because it makes you feel good, not because you want to be recognized for it, and the more thanks you get, the more it actually lessens your experience. But don't try to overcomplicate things too much now. Just after midnight, Mercury in Scorpio squares Neptune in Pisces. We have one more day to go before Mercury completes its post-retrograde shadow, and as it aspects the planet of illusion and delusion, the cosmic messenger seems determined to pack one final punch. Our interactions are confusing and subject to misunderstandings. We are liable to only hear what we want to hear and see what we want to see. Our imagination might lead us into blissful territory, only to dissolve into disappointment when the rose-colored glasses inevitably come off. This is a bad time for giving or receiving advice, which means we would also do well to avoid metaphysical consultations. Even if we receive a cohesive message from a reader, we will filter it through our own optimistic projections, skewing its intended impact. In the evening, the Scorpio moon sextiles Venus in Leo, a good time to lounge with friends and socialize. Although the confusion of the day might linger into the night, there's no reason to keep ourselves isolated if we are aware of the pitfalls of over-idealism. We can certainly get a lot out of our interactions with others now, especially in relaxed conversation. Remember that avoiding gossip and being upfront in our interactions will limit the risk of misinterpretation and invite in goodwill.